They look good together,
says one lady from the office. Another asks,
Ain't they dating? Well, I'm jealous how they look at each other. Isn't it lovely?
These are the comments colleagues from work say when the two friends are together. Angela is a young, beautiful lady in her 20s. She is good-looking, calm and friendly. She happened to commence work with Peter, a young, energetic and handsome man. They met at the office on their first day. Peter was engaged in a conversation with one of the workers when Angela walked in. They spoke as though they've known each other for a long time. Day in, day out, Peter visited Angela's department to meet up with his supervisor who happened to be in Angela's department. At a glance, Angela liked Peter, but she had to maintain steeze and composure. Because Peter had a flexible talk with Angie the first day at work, he thought the flow will go on. But this young lady just remained in her closet and pretended not to see Peter when he came around. One afternoon, Angela went to the cafeteria to take her lunch and met Peter seated on one of the benches. He was so glued to his phone seated alone. Then, Angie went to sit beside him.
You are invited. What are you doing here, 'cause I'm not seeing you eating?
Yeah, thank you, dear. I'm okay. I just came to rest a bit here.
What are you doing on your phone? You seem so focused.
Angie was watching movie on her phone while eating.
Yeah, is work related. And also watching some videos. What movie are you watching?
Have you watched The Forge? Is a Christian movie.
Okay. I do watch Christian movies, but I'm not a fan of them. I watch science fiction and blockbuster movies.
Okay, I also like adventurous movies as well, but I like to watch Christian movies just to keep me up on fire.
Alright, that's fine. What's The Forge about? I understand what forge means, but I want to know if it's related to what I know.
Is about discipleship and a group of men that meet up to share their faith and strengthen each other.
Yeah, I guessed right. I will watch it one of these days. When I need it, I will come for it.
Sure. I'm done eating. I'm leaving for the office.
Sure. I'm going with you.
Angie washed her bowl and hands and headed straight to the office with Peter. The friendship begun from that day forward. For 2 weeks Peter was not coming to Angie's department. She missed him for some reason she didn't know. There was something about Peter that made Angie liked him. Maybe his eyes, or how he carried himself. He confidently walked and was very outspoken. She almost dared to ask Peter's boss of his whereabout, but she didn't. Because they will surely think they had something doing which was false. And they will be teasing her in the office. Nonetheless, they eventually teased her with Peter. One scorching afternoon, God answered the prayers of Angie. She met Peter outside on her way going for lunch. She was so happy, and likewise Peter, for meeting each other. They hugged for a long time. All eyes were on them. They looked cute together though.
Where have you been? It's been a while,
exclaimed Angie to Peter.
Yeah, I've been around, just indoors. Nothing much.
I've missed you, Peter.
Angie finally told him. She was wondering if that really sunk well with Peter.
I miss you too.
Peter replied. Angela felt a relief and blushed within. They walked together back to the office, holding hands like lovers do. When they got to the department, they kept talking about a lot of things regarding work, and anyone that passed by thought they were having a love talk, including their supervisors. The teasing begun immediately. One of the supervisors, Mr. Afriai, saw them at the corridors of the office. That faithful day became a turnaround for the two. And to say, luckily enough, Peter's supervisor requested Peter to share the same office room with him of which Angie was at. What becomes of these two's friendship? Will it lighten up or quench to become a formal relation? She was happy but wanted to hide it. She said within her,
Oh God, is this destiny to bring us together?
Peter was seated facing Angie in the office at the far end of the room. She sometimes positions to steal glances at him to get his attention. What lighted up and drew their minds to each other's attention most was what Mr. Afriai normally did in the office. He mentioned Peter's name and asked him to take Angie along for lunch since they were together now, which was not so. This went on and on, raising Angie's hopes high, thinking Peter likes her too. He looked at her differently and treated her different from the other ladies in the office. She felt special until one hot afternoon the reception came to the office looking for Peter.
Peter,
The receptionist called out.
there is a beautiful lady at the reception wanting to see you urgently.
All eyes were on Peter and then turned on Angie to see her reaction. Angie got alarmed, but she looked calm from the outside. Besides, Peter never asked her out. Angie once liked a guy way back in the university. She eventually told the guy about her feelings for him, but the gentleman turned her interest down. Hence, from that period forward, she vowed never to repeat that with any other man. Nonetheless, she met Peter, and apparently, the lady at the reception happens to be Peter's fiancée. She got hurt and decided to stay away from Peter in order to stop a blaze of fire between the two because she was falling for him already. The few times they spent together during lunch hours and closing times on their way back home, they went home together and ate together as time went by. However, the introduction of Lucy, Peter's girlfriend, brought the two's friendship to an end. Angie stayed away from Peter, but Peter was not comfortable with the idea. He tried his possible best to reach out to her, but she didn't look his way. She begun doing things alone like before until Aqua from one of the departments, marketing department, became acquainted with Angie. Peter got bored at the scene seeing Angie and Aqua chatting and laughing together. He got angry and confronted Angie later in the day. Peter asked Angela,
Why are you doing this? Is this the end of what we beautifully started? I thought you liked me.
So did I. Yes, I liked you, Peter, so much. I had hopes that we will become a thing. You kept it away from me that you had a girlfriend back home, and you led me on into falling for you. You really hurt me, P.
I'm sorry, Angie. I had no idea things will turn out this way. The few weeks with you here have been nothing but joy in my life. Please don't leave me for someone else.
What are you talking about? Are you sound at all? Don't you have a girlfriend at home? What are you saying? I don't want to come in between a relationship you have built for a long. I will get over this emotion, and I know you will too. Please go back to your fiancé.
You don't understand, Angie. Is you I love?
You are a bloody liar. How dare you spit this into my face? You think I will fall this poison? You.
But I love you.
Get out of my face, Peter. You are pissing me off.
Seeing you with another man kills me. I can't take it. You are the one I want to be with. Lucy is an arranged marriage by our parents. I barely know her, that is why I talk less about her. We were trying to get along, and that is why she passed by the office. Angie is just not working with me and her. She knows. Is all about you.
I don't believe Mr. Man. All this while, what took you so long, after a week, when you saw me with Aqua and then you start to do this? I'm out of your life for good. Just focus on your own. Period.
Angie left, leaving Aqua and Peter standing. She left the office and headed home crying. She was confused and didn't know what to do. She tried her best to pull herself back to shape, but this really got into her. She didn't understand what was going on. She prayed to God to help her make the right decisions. She didn't want to be the reason her fellow woman's marriage didn't work out. Also, she loved Peter,